It has been 1 year since I have now been on YouTube making sneaker videos. And in today's episode, I wanted to share with you guys my journey to becoming a sneaker content creator, some important things that I've learned about making content, the state of the sneaker scene in general and also here on YouTube, and finally, a few words of advice for some of you guys out there that might be thinking about getting into content creation. Now, I should note that I'm not doing YouTube and content creation full-time. I'm self-employed. I have a couple of other jobs that I do. I work as a personal trainer. I have some private clients, some corporate clients. I work as a cultural consultant and a language teacher to the New Zealand government. I work with different New Zealand embassies around the world online on Zoom. So when I'm not training people or teaching people, I use my spare time to make videos short and long about sneakers. It's kind of funny because around 10 years ago, I actually really wanted to be a sneaker content creator on YouTube. Da-na-na. Why not? Puma discs. What you know about it? Puma discs. Did you see that one coming? No. Discs, man, look at this. You tighten your laces up like that and shit. Ooh, we tighten it up. Tighten me up. Tighten me down. Puma discs. Puma discs. But I had a problem with weed, which as a recreational pastime isn't conducive, especially in my case, to being productive. In fact, my first couple of sneaker vids on YouTube are still sat there. Videos of me reviewing sneakers like the Kyrie ones or the LeBron 12s or even some Puma discs. Puma discs. Moments after getting blazed. As you can imagine, these videos were not particularly successful, but I've kept them up as a reminder of where I've come from. I also really wanted to be Insta famous. If you look at my IG, I have thousands of posts. The majority of these posts were between sort of 2015 and 2018. I was so hung up on likes and followers, I even went down the dreaded path of paying for likes. I tried to game the algorithm by using unfollow and follow back type techniques to get more followers. I wasn't being true to myself. I wasn't being authentic. As a result, I didn't have a very engaged audience to speak of. Like a lot of people during the pandemic, I got into making TikToks, and the confidence that I got from just being myself and dialing into my humor motivated me to really churn out the content on TikTok. I can remember watching some videos of sneaker content creators on TikTok share some of their analytics from YouTube, including how much money they were making, and I just couldn't get my head around just how much money people were making from posting videos on YouTube. And so I decided to give it a good go on YouTube. In the beginning, I just started making videos with my phone. I had no microphone, just literally me and my iPhone. One of the biggest adjustments I made was going from taking videos like this to taking videos like this. I wanted to make a good go of it, unlike my first attempt at YouTube nearly 10 years ago. And so I committed to making 100 videos in 100 days. During my 100 videos in 100 days, I decided to withdraw all of the money that I had made from the TikTok Creator Fund and invest it into some kit. So I bought myself a camera. The camera I'm using here, it's a Sony ZV-E10. Got myself a little wireless microphone. I bought a computer. I bought a cheap ring light that I'm still using to this very day. The only problem was I didn't know how to use the camera. I didn't know how to use the laptop, and I didn't know how to edit on a computer. And so when I took receipts of all of these new bits of equipment, I found myself incredibly overwhelmed. I figured, wow, I have bitten off way more than I can chew here. I don't even know how to operate this camera, let alone operate this laptop, let alone know which editing software to download and use. All the while I'm sat there thinking, I still need to try to upload a video tonight. And so I spent a few painstaking days and weeks learning how to use all of this equipment, learning how to edit on the computer, simultaneously maintaining my upload clip. And after overcoming the initial scare and coming to terms with the basics of filming and lighting and editing and rendering and making a thumbnail and all that type of stuff, I started to get into a little bit of a rhythm. At the end of the 100 videos in 100 days, adventure, I found myself in a position where I was eligible for monetization on YouTube. My account had blown up a lot in the first 3 months because whilst I was uploading these long form videos to my main YouTube account, I was also gaming the shorts algorithm as well. Because I had so many short form videos in the bank from my time on YouTube, I was able to essentially repurpose all of those videos and upload them onto the YouTube shorts. A lot of them blew up, got millions of views, attracting a large number of people to my page. And so my first few months on YouTube were pretty successful in terms of amassing subscribers, banking watch time, and establishing myself as kind of a new sneaker guy on the block. So let's talk about the state of the sneaker culture and the state of sneaker YouTube. Obviously, sneakers have kind of fallen off in recent times as people reprioritize their spending habits. It kind of seems like brands are at this point throwing out so many different shoes on so many different days. It feels like the demand during the pandemic was definitely greater than the supply, and now it feels like the supply is far greater than the demand. It's a great time to be a collector or an OG type sneakerhead where you don't necessarily have to battle with everybody just to get a retro or an OG colorway of a sneaker that's coming out. It's also a great time to cop on the used market, which has softened up massively for most pairs, obviously notwithstanding the super hyped up pairs. In general, for the real true enthusiast, it is a really good time to be a sneakerhead in the sneaker culture. From a sneaker content creator's perspective, it's a little bit of a tricky one because as sneaker content creators, we kind of dine out and cash in on the hype. If there isn't any hype and excitement for certain sneakers, we don't really have as much to talk about. And there's only so many videos of the same old topics that you really want to watch over and over again. And so my observations of sneaker YouTube is that it's still very much there and it's still very much thriving. Certain types of content seem to be doing really well. You have your reviews, you have your sneaker news, and then you have the sneaker resale stores with their interactions with customers. You have your sneaker commentators or sneaker spectators, people that do the reaction type stuff. There's definitely a little bit of something for everybody out there at the moment on sneaker YouTube. And my plan is to continue to try to be an integral part of it moving forward. These are some things that I would like to share with you if you are an up and coming content creator. Some of the things that I've learned. If you're just starting out on YouTube, don't worry too much about making your videos perfect. Try to tell your story as efficiently and effectively as possible. One thing I've learned in my own editing is that, man, I can waffle. I really can. You've probably noticed. Just say it once and say it right. Be prepared to deal with criticism. Not everybody is going to vibe with your content. Not everybody is going to like your face. There are a lot of mad people out there on the internet, and sometimes people are just looking for an excuse to try to mess with you. If someone has constructive feedback, listen to it. Don't be too proud to take it. There is a difference between someone that's giving you constructive feedback and somebody that's just trolling. When I read the comments on my videos, try to give the person commenting the benefit of the doubt. If they're saying something critical of me, I try to take it on board with as much humility as possible. And to be honest, a lot of the good adjustments that I've made in my videos have come from people critiquing me. So don't be above criticism, but learn to recognize when it is constructive and separate that out from when it's just being combative. You want to be consistent if you want to grow your channel, meaning you want to be uploading a couple of times a week. If you can upload more, then upload more, but you want to be uploading quality stuff. There's no point uploading a boatload of stuff that people do not want to watch. One thing that I've been trying to do a little bit more of is actually start the video from the perspective of the thumbnail and the title, and then try to create the content from that. Think about when the audience looks at your video, the first thing they're going to see is the thumbnail. Is the thumbnail going to be eye-catching? Think about the title of the video. Is that going to pique someone's interest? And then once they click on it, you want to have the content ready to deliver on the promise of that thumbnail and that title. Something I've tried to do less of in recent times is harp on in the introductions, not begging for subscribers, not begging for likes and shares and all that sort of stuff. Just get straight into it. If people like your content, they'll like the video. If people vibe with you and want to follow you, they will do just that. Lastly, if you want to grow and you want to grow quickly, the best thing to do these days is to really pump out the shorts. What I do is I make a short video and I post the exact same video on TikTok and IG and YouTube Shorts. No watermarks, captions, all that sort of jazz, and then just let it run. And that is a really surefire way to stimulate some growth on your channel. Last piece of advice is to just start. Like, just do it. Like, stop messing about. Stop waiting for the right time or the right piece of equipment or the right editing software update. Like, just start making videos. I started making them with my phone, no microphone, an editing app on my phone, made the thumbnails on my phone. You can literally start with the device that's in your pocket. Set yourself a goal. Doesn't need to be like what I did, 100 videos in 100 days. Maybe it's like 30 videos in 100 days or something like that. But set yourself a target that you can commit to, wherein you can assess your results at the end of it and decide whether or not it's something that you want to pursue a little bit more seriously. Just start. Just get into it. Your first video is going to be crap. Your 10th video is going to be crap. Sound like Mr. Beast here. Your 100th video might well be crap. You might be like me and be up to like 800 or 900 videos where you still think they're crap. The point is, you're always going to want to improve and you're never going to attain perfection. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is about it. What a year it has been. I've thoroughly enjoyed learning all of these new skills, whether it's lighting, which is usually pretty crap to be honest, ideation, scripting, which I should script more to be honest. I barely ever script my videos, including this one. This has just been a big old waffle, start to finish. Editing, man, I need to sharpen up on my editing, but that's the whole beautiful thing is I've been doing this pretty seriously now for a year. I've gotten into a situation where I'm making money from it. I'm in a position where brands are reaching out to me because they want me to plug their products on my channel, and I still feel like I don't really know what I'm doing. So if I can do it at the ripe old age of fast approaching 40, then I'm more than confident that you guys out there can do the same thing. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. Do me a favor and let me know in the comments what your favorite videos of mine are and what you want to see more of going forward. I always love reading your guys' comments. Thank you once again for all of your support. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. No, I'm only joking. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care for now, and peace.
Sounded like a real nigga anthem. Shawty saw my wallet, now she think a nigga handsome. Whoa, telling me she wanted me to hammer. Tryna get saved, baby, I am not the answer. No, I can never trick on the bench, unless the bitch is my bitch with a kiss on my lips like I am not a pimp with a limp, I'm a man with a gift, and I'm doing my shit like tell them other niggas I'm the nigga, I'm the man in the city, and my bank account bigger, and my body count bigger. That's without a doubt, nigga. I'm 100 steps ahead, that's a lot of mouth, nigga. That's a lot of clout, nigga. What you all about, nigga? What your dollar amount?